Hey guys, what's up? It's Abby and today is my birthday and I turned 20. I have seen a lot of these videos before and I just really love watching them, so I thought that I would do one for me being 19. I know I've seen different ones for like 16, 17, and 18, but I feel like this type, especially like during this time of age, is just like really fun to hear about what people have been learning in this journey of life. So yeah, I just thought that I would share some of the things that I wrote down. So number one is I learned how to sew, and this is just really exciting for me because I've been getting more and more into sustainable and fast fashion, and I really want to start learning how to make my own clothes. One of my favorite YouTubers is with Wendy, and hopefully now I can start making some of her stuff because I got a sewing machine for my birthday. Number two is I learned that speaking out when something's wrong is just as important as standing up for something that is right. This is something that challenges me a lot actually, but it was something I definitely learned more of when I was 19 in 2019 when I was 19, because I don't know, I moved, and once you're out of high school you really have to start, like, I don't know, even in high school you should work on standing up for things, but once you're out you're more like developing your own personal character, I feel like. So it's just something that's been more and more important to me and something that I want to continue to practice, of course, 20 and probably the rest of my life, because that's good. Number three is everybody doing their best? So I read this in a Brené Brown book. I can't remember the exact quote, but it's like, do you believe that everybody is trying their hardest or doing their best in the world? And I think automatically I was like, no. But if you think about it, for me, like if I think about the circumstances, like if I was in that person's exact shoes with their circumstances, I probably would be considering myself doing my best. And also, like, the world is just a better place when you have that mentality and you think that someone is doing their best, because it's easier to love them and to put yourself in their shoes when you realize that they're putting full effort into something. Number four is pray or worry, not both. I just heard this in a podcast and I've just been thinking about it a lot lately because it's so true. Yeah, so that was simple. So number five is I need to run my own race. So I went to this Christian conference a while ago, and the author's name was Christine Kane, and she was speaking just about, okay, I actually have her book right here. I just got this at a thrift store the other day, so I'm in the process of reading it and I'm really excited. But she just talks all about, you know, how if you're looking at someone else while you're running your race of life, that's not going to get you anywhere. You're just going to get distracted, and it's really important to, I guess this goes around with like comparison and, you know, just living out your own life and not focusing so much on others. Number six, I learned that you don't know what you don't know, and this is kind of an obvious statement, but just to hear it like that for me kind of clicked, like, wow, there really is just so much stuff that I want to learn and so many different things that I can be doing with my life. Number seven, there's not always a right or a wrong way. This is definitely something I learned towards the end of being 18 and into the beginning of being 19. I had struggled a lot with like figuring out what school I wanted to go to or whether or not I wanted to take a gap year. And all these things, you know, I ended up just making a decision and realizing that either way, for me, I know that God is going to be with me no matter which decision I make. So sometimes it's just important to just make one and know that if it's the wrong one, that He'll turn it around. Or yeah. Number eight, learning about someone is a privilege. This is probably one of my favorites on here, just because it's been something that's really been resonating with me. It's like a privilege for someone to tell you something about themselves, or like for me to tell you about myself. Not everyone should get to know everything about you that you don't really want to say or that you feel like is more private. I feel like the more you reveal yourself to someone, the more privilege you're giving them, the more trust that you're placing in that person's hands, saying like, I trust you to know this about me, even if it's not something that I love about myself, but something, or like not something that I think you'll use against me, but use to love me more. Number nine, it's important to know your inner circle. This year, I have struggled a lot with like relationships, I guess, and just you know, moving to a new place, meeting lots of new people, and not having your high school friends anymore be around you is kind of hard because I just felt like I had lost a lot of my best friends, and which is a lot better now because I've reached out, or like they've reached out, and I feel like I know who those solid people are. But what I mean by inner circle is I was talking to one of my like favorite ladies, mentor ladies, and she was telling me about how she has like the inner circle, and those are her like people she talks to every day. Then the outer circle around that, which are the people that she talks to like once or twice a week. And then the rings just keep going around, and then like the outer one is the ones on Facebook that you don't really know but know. But I guess that visualization for me just really helps because I know now who's in my inner circle, and it seems exclusive because it should be, because we're not meant to have 10 best friends. Really it should be a few that you're just really close to, at least in my opinion. Number 10, seasons are the exact opposite in the southern hemisphere, as well as water circulation. When you flush the toilet, it goes the opposite way. And I learned this from my friend in, where was I? Chicago. Okay, and then number 11, I also learned in Chicago when I met my hostel mate. Her name was Subaru, and she was Japanese, and she said that it means stars, which totally makes sense because Subaru's like logo is stars, but I never knew that before. Okay, number 12, not a lot of care that much about you. Now, this sounds kind of blunt at first. As much as people care, or like care, because a lot of people actually do, and they're trying to give you the best intentions, but it's just a lot of excess noise, kind of referring back. You have to make sure, for me, I have to make sure to filter out the boundaries of which noise is really important and which noise I should let my ears listen to and which noise I need to just throw away. So yeah, I guess that's what I mean. I think a lot of times in social media too, and just the life we live now, it's easy to just be like, oh, I love you so much to so many people, but in the end, like, your heart can only love so many people so deeply, I feel like. We just have limitations on how much time we can spend with people and how much personal like depth we can put into relationships. So I guess that's what I mean by people don't normally care as much as they say at first. Number 13, spinach is okay. Alright, I have never liked salad at all because I just don't like lettuce, because I don't like the taste. I feel like it tastes like dirt. But I've been eating more spinach and it's so much better. I had some today for lunch, and also it's way better for you than just like iceberg lettuce. So yay. Moving on to 14, shame versus guilt. Another Brené Brown big thing that I feel like 19 has been like pounding in me. So shame is saying like, I am not good, versus guilt, which is saying I did something that's not good. So just because you did something that's not awesome doesn't make you not awesome. 15, I really love minimalism. 16, there are so many amazing women out there and mentors. I've just like been realizing this within the past couple years. I've always looked for a mentor, but then like realized that I can have a mentor by just reading a book and having that author be my mentor through her words, or a blog, or a lot of people are my mentors that I just don't call my mentors. 17, libraries are/can be magical places. Seriously, the librarians are like magical little fairies. I'm not saying that just because I've been one, but seriously, they just want to help you learn more things, and I think that's so cool. Wait, 18 is kind of a big one for me. So at 19, I really learned that small towns can be beautiful and are beautiful. There's just a lot of little things that I just am beginning to love about a small town. I could go on and on, but this video is getting long, so I'm gonna try to move on to the next one, which is the last one. 19, this is just something super recent that I learned at 19. Oprah's Super Soul podcasts are my jam. Okay, seriously, I've always listened to Dale Partridge's podcasts, which I'm not sure if I've talked about here, but those are really good as well. But recently, I've just been listening to a lot with Oprah. They're so good. Everyone I've listened to, I'm like, yes, so good. Like, pour into me. So yeah, those are my 19 things that I learned at 19. I don't know what else to say. I am excited for 20. Honestly, life is flying by. I know everyone says that, and it's really cliche. But seriously, I cannot believe I'm 20. It sounds kind of gross to me, actually. And then I've been talking with a lot of my friends about how I'm almost 21 now. And then after 21, there's like 25 where you can get a rental car, at least in the States. And then after 25, it's like, what, retirement? Gotta wait like 40 years? I don't even think I'm gonna retire. I can't see myself retiring from any, like, I don't know. And then retirement after that is what, like death? I don't know. It's like, and then a funeral, which you're not even at because you're dead. What big celebration comes after that? I don't know. So life is speeding up, and yeah, I am excited though. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to thumbs up and subscribe. And also leave me a comment like, how old are you? What grade are you in? What things have you been learning at this point in your life? Or just life overall. And maybe what things you're working on. I don't know. Whatever you want to tell me. I am all ears and eyes apparently because I'll be reading the comments. But yeah, and you can always find me on my social media, but I'm gonna try to Instagram fast, which I might make a video about later. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!